Hello and welcome to this video on the best AI system in the world currently for businesses. Okay, and how essentially you as a business owner, whether that's traditional brick and mortar businesses or online businesses, how you can essentially go ahead and save and make essentially an extra $92,487 profit, okay, cash in your account minimum in the next year by implementing such a system, okay, as Kamilla.ai, right? So in this video, I'll essentially be covering, first of all, what is Kamilla.ai. For those of you that haven't watched any of my previous videos, you should, though, go ahead and check those out after this one. But also covering two real life applications later on in this video of true businesses with true data, okay, the most up-to-date data, and how they can actually save a minimum of $92,487. And in the biggest case, it's even a couple of $1,000,000. So you definitely want to stick around until the end of this video. Obviously, go ahead, subscribe, even if you're only 30 seconds in approximately. Go ahead, subscribe so that you do not miss my next videos. Because if you're a business owner and you're not going to implement AI, and especially the right AI, well, then your competitiveness is drastically going to reduce over the next couple of years. Okay, so you want to be the first to do it. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So let's make this smaller. Obviously, everyone in the business industry is talking about you need to implement AI, but no one actually ever took the time to explain to you guys the true capability of having the right AI system. So everyone just says implement AI, but they don't actually give you the reasons, which is how much money you can actually save and how much more money you can make. That's the reasons, okay, why you should implement AI. And that's precisely what I'll be covering in depth in this video. So not just saying implement AI, you'll make money, but I'll actually show you the real life case scenarios based on the world's best AI system, which is Kamilla.ai. Okay, so by the way, no matter your industry or niche, you can make a bunch more money with this AI system. I'll actually be covering two different niches later on in this video. But no matter your niche, okay, I hear people saying I'm a small business, I make no more than 500 grand revenue per year, or I'm an in-person brick and mortar business, AI doesn't work. That's BS. Okay, it does, right? And I'll show you and I'll do the calculations based on data today in this video. So what I want to kind of drive your attention to is this saying right here, which is actually not a saying, it's just true facts, which is the quality of your AI system will determine the quality of your results. You see, if you don't have a good AI, well then, even if it's called AI, you won't be getting good results, okay? You can't just call something AI and get results. It has to actually be good. And to be honest, not to badmouth any companies, but there are a lot of companies out there that just hopped on the AI bandwagon, created some basic AI system that isn't even good, charged high ticket for it, and made millions just not scamming, but kind of, taking advantage of business owners that wanted to hop on AI, right? With Kamilla, this is currently the best AI system in the world because it's the first omni-channel AI system, okay? So if we actually go ahead and compare it to other AI solutions, right? Other AI solutions, you may have, already spoken with a few companies, that they only work on one channel. So they are either selling you AI calling, AI SMS, or whatever. The AI calling, frankly, is not good. It doesn't set like actual good appointments, right? When it comes to AI SMS, oftentimes they have a commoditized AI chatbot that's completely unpersonalized, and none of it actually works. Constantly bugs or malfunctions because it doesn't integrate with your sales system. Okay, you often have to add extra softwares to your current softwares, which just creates a bunch of confusion, bugs, and you just end up not using it. Okay, which is what I've heard from multiple businesses that just implement AI and don't end up actually using it, a few months later, right? The difference with Kamilla is that this AI system works seamlessly across all channels. So SMS, email, and calling, and those channels all communicate with one another. I'll explain a bit more about that in a couple seconds. The AI calling sounds and acts like a human. It can actually be tailored towards a target audience if they have certain accents in certain regions. The AI chatbot is conversion focused. It's 100% personalized to your business. It's a proven AI that works in real life settings. It doesn't have any bugs or malfunctions because it is fully integrated and automated into your current business. So there's no extra 10 softwares, okay? And obviously it's used by hundreds of businesses, right? We actually worked with the top AI development company in the US to develop Kamilla, okay, worker.ai. Check them out, check the reviews. But yeah, it's really the best AI system out there. And what I actually meant by across all channels, here, if the AI caller calls a lead, well, then when the AI SMS goes ahead and texts them, it doesn't know what you spoke about on the call. So it just goes ahead and has a super unpersonalized conversation. But with Kamilla, what's cool is that the AI, no matter if it was an SMS, an email, or a call that went out, it remembers every single communication with the lead and it updates everything and all the information about the lead in their contact in the CRM. So let's say a lead falls through the cracks or needs to be reactivated within 3, 6, 12, 18 months or even more. Well, the AI remembers what they spoke about the last time they spoke about something or texted about something. So when it calls back, it'll say, hey, Steve, you told us that you had to get your credit score up before, applying for the car loan. Did you actually manage to get that done in the past few months, right? Or if you're in real estate, hey, you actually said that you needed to increase your salary a little bit in order to get that pre-approval, or you just needed that pre-approval. Did you end up getting it? The AI will remember every single thing that it spoke about on the call with the prospect. So it just makes it much, much more powerful, okay? And just how powerful, I'll cover it right now with real life application number 1, your classic service clinic. So that can be chiropractor, dentist, even a pharmacy, okay, or any other like service-based clinic, local, that is. And real life application number 2 is going to be a car dealership to kind of go ahead and show really the crazy ROI when you start getting into like really, really high revenue businesses. But essentially, went ahead and asked ChatGPT here, how many secretary does the average local clinic have, and what is their average salary? Okay, by the way, all the numbers are going to be in US, just to make this video a bit easier to understand. So for all of you Canadian business owners out there, I am in Canada as well. Just make the conversion and you'll see you save even more. Okay, so essentially it said that depending on the clinic, it may have 1 to 2, 2 to 3, or even 3 or more medical clinics. So I went ahead, did an average of 2. Okay, now provided that you have two secretaries at 40 hours a week with their average salary, went ahead, cut it in the middle, did times 2, 85 grand USD. Okay, then I went ahead and asked GPT that considering that Kamilla is an AI system focused on efficiency, sales, and driving revenue, how does that compare to the traditional secretary education, and which one is best to book appointments and close more deals? Now note that I only asked in my prompts for GPT to review the content on Kamilla website, on the Kamilla.ai website. So not saying that it's better, not even talking about real life results, just telling GPT to analyze the website, okay, which is just the basic features, right? And what it actually answered is that when comparing Kamilla.ai with traditional secretaries, there are key differences, right? Went ahead, said obviously traditional secretaries are formed on routine tasks, customer service, and basic administrative work. Kamilla.ai has everything I essentially told you earlier. And it then comes to the conclusion that Kamilla.ai surpasses traditional secretaries in booking efficiency and driving revenue, making it a better option for clinics focused on scaling up and maximizing profitability, right? So, with that being said, considering what GPT just told you based on all the data, worst case scenario, let's say that Kamilla completely eliminates one secretary or 50% of their combined work. So they're either 2 secretaries working 20 hours a week, or you just have 1 secretary at 40 hours a week just chilling in the front of your office because you kind of want to have someone there, which is totally reasonable. You'll right away be saving an extra 42 grand, $500 net profit in your account at the end of the year. Okay, because this is profit. This is an expense that you had that you're not having anymore, so you're just saving that up. Or you can reinvest back into your business, whatever you want to do, right? This can go into ads, right? You can 10x, put this 42 grand into ads and make an extra 300-400 grand that year, right? Then I went ahead and asked the average annual revenue of a local clinic and the fact that they rely exclusively on their secretaries to drive, nourish, and follow up with lead flow. And then considering that Kamilla achieves an average 90% response rate for all leads, okay, across niches, what would be a reasonable expected revenue increase? And ChatGPT went ahead and said that considering this, a reasonable expectation would be 10 to 30% annual revenue boost, which is crazy. That's the reasonable. That's not even the maximum. Okay? So considering that the annual revenue of a local clinic is between 500 grand and 1.5 million, that means that for a small clinic, your minimum total savings, so the boost in revenue plus the savings on the secretary, that brings you to $92,500 minimum. Okay, so even if you're a small clinic, sometimes people are like, oh, I'm a small business. What do you mean? You're getting an extra 92 grand just by implementing one thing that does the work for you, that doesn't need managing. Okay, so you're saving hours of your time as well. You're saving stress. The AI doesn't call in sick. The AI doesn't need vacation days. Okay, but even if we go into the average, which is, no, this is the minimum of the average increase that is reasonable. But if we talk about just the average of the average, you're at 142 grand $500, okay? And high end 192. But where it really gets interesting is when you start getting into the big clinics, obviously, right? Because with the same system, your minimum now total savings are $192,000 and $500. Okay? Your average is $342,500 and your high end is almost 500 grand, $500,000. Okay? And that's obviously some of it profit, some of it revenue. Let's even call it just revenue. What could you do extra with an extra 500 grand revenue as a big size clinic, right? Whilst also working less. Okay, so it's absolutely crazy. And no matter the business, you're saving minimum 6 figures a year, right? And this system, although it cost us 6 figures to develop, okay, and months of time to perfect it, well, you won't have to spend 6 figures with us, okay? If you actually want to learn more about Kamilla, go to the website, scroll around a little bit, and just go ahead and book a call. Okay, click on get started and book a demo call with our team. Okay, I'll leave the link down below. Now, real life application number 2, and I'll make this short because I like to keep the videos under 15 minutes. But if you do the same calculation with the secretaries, that's 42 grand, $500. Now, ChatGPT said that small to mid-sized car dealerships generate between 5 to 20 mil annually. And it said that with Kamilla's stats, it should lead, on average, on the minimum. So average, okay. So what's the potential impact? It would be a 10 to 20% boost in lead conversions, right? So in sales, adding another 500 grand. So $500,000 minimum, upwards of 4 million annually in revenue, right? So you're generating minimum $500,000 on the higher end, 4 mil, okay? On average, 1.52 mil, easy, right? And that's in a niche that is really has really thin profit margins. So if you can add another even $500,000, 1.52 mil, that's, a good chunk of it is profit, right? And this is without even considering the savings of not having to pay the car salesman's hourly salary, right? I asked GPT, depending on the number of hours. It said 10 to 20 hours per week per sales rep to go ahead and go follow up with leads, set appointments, set, how do you call it? Like the test drives and all of that stuff. And then what's their average hourly salary range? 15 to 20 USD. So considering how many salespeople and whatnot, ChatGPT went ahead and said that per year you could save approximately an extra almost 150 grand, and this is profit. Okay, so this is going into your, profitability instantly in your pocket on just wages that you saved for your sales team, and your sales team is going to be happier because they're going to be speaking with more leads, since the AI is going to be having increased conversion rates compared to them, because the AI never has a bad day, calls as soon as a lead comes in and nourishes the hell out of them. And then your sales reps are just focused on what they want to do, which is actually doing the test drives and closing the deals. So they're going to be closing more deals, making more money, but you're going to be saving on the hourly wages. That the hourly wage doesn't make you money. You're just losing money every single hour, essentially, right? So it just goes to show that it's absolutely crazy what Kamilla can do. As much for the small business, minimum 6 figures in increased profit and revenue. And then for the big businesses, it goes into the millions. So if you want to learn more about it, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be covering much more applications. There's a bunch of applications of this AI, and I'll be covering them in depth on the channel. So go ahead, subscribe, book a call if you want to really learn more about it and are kind of interested of potentially implementing it for your business, whether that's in Canada or the US. So without further ado, I will see you in the next one.